the canyon's teeth. You laugh toward the chains from the laws beneath. In the dust of roads they tried to tame were the storm they'll never name. Wild and free, untethered, unswayed, a hurricane's him where the fence is frayed. Let the wolves cry out, let the cynics divide. We're the thunder they can't guide. You're the spark in the prairie's creed, a wildfire blazing where the numb concede. They swore we'd fade with the scars they've spun, but we're the river that won't come undone. Wild and free, untethered, unswayed, a hurricane's him where the fence is frayed. Let the wolves cry out, let the cynics divide. We're the thunder they can't guide. When the maps burn and the compass lies, we'll carve our truth where the vulture flies. A psalm of claws untamed, unbound them, as wild's the sound no grave could drown. Wild and free, no chains, no creed. A rogue wind's roar where the caged hearts bleed. No cage of steel for the dawn we ignite. This wild's the fight where the light will vanish where the plains run deep. Wild and free, wild. Our path through the razor's edge, your voice the anthem where the shadows pledge. In the wreckage of their hollow laws, we're the fracture the night withdraws. No turning back, no retreat, no disguise. A bullet's vow etched in borrowed skies. Let the bridges burn, let the liars pretend we're the end. They'll never mend. You're the crack in the armor's lie, a blade of light where the blind comply. They swore we'd break in the wars they've spun, but we're the trigger that's just begun. No turning back, no retreat, no disguises. A bullet's vow etched in the crack in the armors lie, a blade of light where the blind comply. They swore we'd break in the wars they've spun, but we're the trigger that's just begun. No turning back, no retreat, no disguises. A bullet's vow etched in borrowed skies. Let the bridges burn, let the liars pretend we're the end. They'll never mend. When the sirens fade and the headlines rust, we'll carve our scars in the dust of trust. A psalm of defiance too loud to erase. This road's the fight no void could replace. Debts they've set, no graveyard of words for the truth we've designed. This fire's the grind, we're the sign. We'll vanish where the road unwinds, no turning back.
Our hope in the earthquake's core. Your pulse a rhythm, the cracks a door. Through the rubble of their calculated lies, we're the tremor they can't revise. Against the odds, tectonic unswayed, a granite hymn where the fractured are made. Let the cliffs collapse, let the cynics divide. We're the fault line they'll never guide. You're the crack in the monolith side, a fissure blazing where the numb comply. They swore we'd crumble with the weight they've hurled, but we're the bedrock, rebuilding the world. You're the crack in the monolith side, a fissure blazing where the numb comply. They swore we'd crumble with the weight they've hurled, but we're the bedrock, rebuilding the world. Against the odds, tectonic unswayed, a granite hymn where the fractured are made. Let the cliffs collapse, let the cynics divide. We're the fault line they'll never guide. When the altars rust and the preachers fade, we'll etch our scars in the crusade they've made. A psalm of dust and unyielding stone. This fight's the throne no grave could own. When the altars rust and the preachers fade, we'll etch our scars in the crusade they've made. A song An unyielding stone, this fight's the throne no grave could own. The fight will rise where the road lines against the odds, against the odds, the odds. We built this fortress from the wreckage they sold. Your hand's the mortar where the fractures hold. Through the siege of their hollow decree, we're the scaffold they'll never unsee. Love won't fall, unyielding on's way. A citadel's hymn where the fractured are made. Let the hammer strike, let the cynics deride. We're the ramparts they'll never divide. You're the flaw in the armory's script, a rebel bolt where the rusted link slipped. They swore we'd crumble with the weight they've hurled, but we're the bedrock building the world. Love won't fall, unyielding on's way. A citadel's hymn where the fractured are made. Let the hammer strike, let the cynics deride. We're the ramparts they'll never divide. When the banners tear and the trumpets rust, we'll carve our scars in the dust of trust. A psalm of iron, too fierce to erase. This love's the forge no siege could replace. When the banners tear and the trumpets rust, we'll carve our scars in the dust of trust. A song of iron, too fierce to erase. This love's the forge no siege could replace. And bends without Juniper's home. Final love. family's divorce. In the wreck of their paper-thin laws, we're the lighthouse, the storm withdraws. Stormproof hearts, granite unswayed, a sailor's hymn where the fractured are remade. Let the squalls collide, let the skeptics defame. We're the flame that outruns the blame. You're the crack in the monsoon's creed, a rope tide turning where the numb can see. They swore we'd drown in the floods they've spun, but we're the levee that won't come undone. Stormproof hearts, granite unswayed, a sailor's hymn where the fractured are remade. Let the squalls collide, let the skeptics defame. We're the flame that outruns the blame. When the buoys fail and the charts turn gray, we'll stitch our scars to the horizon's arc, a psalm of salt and unbroken bone. This love's the stone no wave could own. Hearts, no crack, no chain, a rogue wind's oath in the acid rain. No flood could bury the dawn we ignite. This fight's the light. We're the kind, we'll stand where the shorelines part. Stormproof hearts, stormproof. A long night eating. We carved our names in the concrete veins, your voice a siren through the static's chains. In the hum of a world turned numb and cold, we're the feedback silence can't hold. You're the our truth in the neon's fray. A ballad of chaos, too loud to erase. This screams the anthem. We're the undefined. We'll crackle where the signals are raised. Screaming eyes, screaming. We traced the scars of the sun's retreat. Your pulse, a compass through the scorched concrete. In the dust of roads they tried to own, we're the embers, the sandstorm's throne. A nomad's hymn where the fractured are remade. Let the vultures scream, let the wastelands divide. We're the blaze that outruns the tide. You're the crack in the eclipse's creed. A rogue star blazing where the numb concede. They swore we'd fade with the dunes they've spun, but we're the wildfire that's just begun. Burning horizon, wild and unswayed. A nomad's hymn where the fractured are remade. Let the vultures scream, let the wastelands divide. We're the blaze that outruns the tide. When the maps dissolve into the heat's decree, we'll carve our vows in the bones of the sea. A psalm of ash and unbroken sky. This burns the why no grave could defy. Fire's the fight, we're the light. We'll vanish where the skyline bleeds. Burning horizon, horizon. engine of a borrowed dream. Your hands on the throttle where the road turned me. Through the cracks of their asphalt veins, we're the pistons the law can't change. Ride on love, no brakes, no chains. A highway's him where the lost reclaim. Let the cops chase shadows, let the cynics divide. Where the asphalt they'll never guide. Glitch in the speed trap's eye, a headlight blazing where the numb comply. They swore we'd crash with the debt they've spun, but we're the engine that won't come undone. Him where the lost reclaim. Let the cops chase shadows, let the cynics divide. We're the asphalt they'll never guide. When the tires bleed and the maps turn gray, we'll stitch our scars to the Milky Way. A psalm of grease and unyielding chrome, this rides the home no grave could own. Bleed and the maps turn gray, we'll stitch our scars to the Milky Way. A psalm of grease and unyielding chrome, this rides the home no grave could own. We forged a pact in the earthquake's core. Your pulse, the rhythm mine still beats for. Through the cracks of their fractured schemes, we're the anthem the silence redeems. Stronger together, unbending, unswayed. A mosaic's hymn where the shattered are remade. Let the fault line scream, let the cynics divide. We're the glue that outlives their pride. You're the weld in the armor's scar, a rebel thread stitching worlds afar. They swore we'd snap like the threads they've spun.
that won't come undone. You're the weld in the armor scar, a rebel thread stitching worlds afar. They swore we'd snap like the threads they've spun, but we're the fabric that won't cove undone. Stronger together, unbending, unswayed. A mosaic's hymn where the shattered are remade. Let the fault line scream, let the cynics divide. We're the glue that outlives their pride. When the sirens fade and the headlines lie, we'll carve our truth where the fractures align. A psalm of grit and unyielding grace. This bomb's the trace no storm could erase. Stand where the broken align, stronger together, together.
We etched our vows in the granite's breath. Your pulse, a rhythm that defied the depth. Through the cracks where the glaciers plead, we're the roots the frost can't bleed. Holding forever, unbroken, unswayed. A tidal hymn where the fractured are remade. Let the cliffs collapse, let the skeptics divide. We're the anchor that outlives the tide. Fissure in the canyons lie, a wildfire's whisper where the numb comply. They swore we'd fade with the dust they've hurled, but we're the bedrock rebuilding the world. Holding forever, unbroken, unswayed. A tidal hymn where the fractured are remade. Let the cliffs collapse, let the skeptics divide. We're the anchor that outlives the tide. When the constellations forget their names, we'll carve our scars where the void reclaims. A psalm of iron too fierce to erase. This
We wrote our truth in the eclipse's shadow. Your voice at dawn where the silence couldn't follow. Through the static of their borrowed lies, we're the lightning that splits the sky. Love's anthem piercing the void, a rebel flare with a fractured avoid. Let the cynics break, let the night deride. We're the blaze that burns the tide. You're the crack in the hourglass chain, a thief of time where the numb explain. They swore we'd fade with the dust they've spun, but we're the aurora outshining the sun. Love's anthem piercing the void, a rebel flare with a fractured avoid. Let the cynics break, let the night deride. We're the blaze that burns the tide. When the scripts dissolve and the actors flee, we'll stitch our scars to the symphony. A ballad of shadows, too fierce to erase. This love's the blade no sheath could replace. Love's anthem, no cage, no creed. A silhouette's roaring the lies they feed. No requiem for the dawn we ignite. This fire's the fight, we're the light. We'll vanish where the static unwinds. Love's anthem, Anthem.
We cut through the tempest with unblinking eyes. Your breath a rhythm that silenced the lies. In the wreck of their hollowed out schemes, we're the anthem roaring through broken seams. Fearless hearts, unbent, tamed, a lion's cry where the fragile are renamed. Let the venom flow, let the cynics conspire. We're the wildfire, no rain can retire. You're the fracture in their iron decree, a seismic laugh that cracked their vanity. They swore we'd kneel to the fear they've spun, but we're the avalanche, quiet till it's done. laugh that crack their vanity. They swore we'd kneel to the fear they've spun, but we're the avalanche, quiet till it's done. Fearless hearts, unbent, tamed, a lion's cry where the fragile are renamed. Let the venom flow, let the cynics conspire. Navigating stars. Guitarlo. Vows on the factory walls, your laugh a siren through the tyrant's halls. In the cracks of their rusted control, we're the graffiti burning in their patrol. Love's rebellion, phantom emblem where the caged evade. Let the sirens wail, let the fences divide, where the shadows slipping through their pride. You're the flaw in the system's creed, a rogue wire sparking where the blind concede. They swore we'd fracture with the weight they wield, but we're the blueprint, chaos refuse to yield. Love's rebellion, silent, unswayed, a phantom hymn where the caged evade. Our scars to the veins of rust, a psalm of ink and unyielding scars. This love's the anthem, screamed in the dark. Love's rebellion, no crown, no chain, a riot's breath in the acid rain. No prison of steel for the dawn we've designed. This fire's the grind, we're the undefined, who vanish where the streetlights fade. Love's rebellion, just the lines of a fading map. Your voice, the compass, when the world collapsed. Through the grid of borrowed time, we're the embers no storm could climb. Through it all, weathered, unswayed, a lighthouse hymn where the shipwreck stayed. Let the tempest roar, let the skeptics divide. We're the current no tide could hide. You're the crack in the hourglass scheme, a rebel thread in the tapestry's seam. They swore we'd fray with the weight they spun, but we're the fabric darning what's undone. Through it all, weathered, unswayed, a lighthouse hymn where the shipwreck stayed. Let the tempest roar, let the skeptics divide. We're the current no tide could dissolve and the stars misled, we'll stitch our scars to the wind's creed. A psalm assault in unbroken scars. This love's the north no night could disarm. This bond's the fight, where the light will drift where the shoreline's thin. Through it all, through it all. Etched our names in the comet's trail. Your pulse a rhythm no void could derail. Through the silence of borrowed skies, we're the stardust time can't disguise. No goodbye, eternal unswayed, a supernova's breath where the lost arcade. Let the black hole scream, let the cosmos divide. We're the light, no dark can collide. You're the flaw in the vacuum's creed, a quantum thread where the numb recede. They swore we'd fade with the dust light. You're the flaw in the vacuum's creed, a supernova's breath where the lost are gay. Let the black hole scream, let the cosmos divide where the light no dark can collide. When the galaxies forget their birth, we'll stitch our scars to the edge of the earth. A psalm of infinity too fierce to erase. This love's the pulse